Okay, welcome. So we are looking at Social Studies BEC 2020. We will look at our environment, predicted topics and questions. That is our aim. Later on, we will look at how to answer questions. So today, by the end of our lesson or meeting, be able to get the questions, the likely questions that will be set in this year's BEC, our environment, and also know how to answer questions. So let's start. So for us to get the questions and topics, let's look at the trend from 2015. So 2015, these topics, our country, Ghana, environment, were set, and the questions were: describe 4 bad effects of deforestation. In what 4 ways can deforestation be minimized in Ghana? 2. Outline 5 ways of fostering national unity in Ghana. Then 2016, they also featured these topics: features of the Earth, population. Then the questions were: describe the solar system, name 4 planets in the solar system, outline 2 effects of rotation of the Earth, highlight 2 effects of the revolution of the Earth, state 4 negative effects of rapid population growth. Okay, so these are the topics and questions for 2015 and 2016. So you see that each year they set on 2 topics. So when they set this, they won't repeat the topics, so to guide us to know which one are coming. 2017, they set on they selected the questions from culture and change, mapping our environment, and the questions were: define the terms superstition, state 2 examples of superstitious belief in Ghana, outline 5 effects of superstitious beliefs in Ghana, state 4 characteristics of a good map, highlight the steps you will take to draw the map of your school compound. So we have seen that 2017 they set on culture and change, mapping our environment. Then 2018, the topics were environment, Ghana, my country. So the questions were: list 5 examples of natural disasters, outline 5 ways by which physical environment can be protected from degradation, list 5 characteristics of northeast trade winds in Ghana, describe 5 effects of northeast trade winds in Ghana. So we now move on to 2019. 2019 too, the topics were mapping our environment, our country, Ghana. So the questions were: explain the cardinal point scale of a map, draw the 4 cardinal points, describe how one can use the 4 cardinal points for determining direction, define the following: national unity, national integration, outline 4 ways by which the integrity of the nation can be defended. So these are our environment. So 2019. So the topics that are left out, that they haven't set over the years, are population and adolescent reproductive health. So we now move on to 2020. So 2020, the topics for 2020 BEC are population, adolescent reproductive health. So these are the most critical topics, the 2. Then environment and its challenges too is also another serious one. Then we have significant features of the Earth, culture and change. These are the topics. So let's look at the questions. The first topic is adolescents. What is adolescent irresponsible behavior? Explain the causes of adolescent irresponsible behavior. Outline 4 effects of adolescent irresponsible behavior. Suggest 4 measures that can help to control adolescent irresponsible behavior. What is chastity? Explain 4 ways of living a chaste life. Outline 4 benefits of chastity. Discuss the effect of living immoral lives. So these are the likely questions. There are other questions such as the features of an adolescent, both physical and emotional. So students must learn those things too. Then population. Then we have our environment. Environment too. We have what is environmental degradation. Describe 4 activities of man that destroy the environment. What is meant by the term land degradation? Explain the causes of land degradation. Highlight 4 effects of land degradation. Define water pollution. Account for the causes of water pollution in the country. State 4 effects of water pollution. Suggest 4 measures to control water pollution. The same also applies to air pollution. Then you can look at something like desertification, bush burning, and the rest. So this is the next topic. But what you should notice that under the topic set, population significant features of the earth have been set for private Bece. So even if they repeat the same topics, the questions for private Bece will not be set again, but it will be different set of questions. But if they don't repeat, then adolescent relative health, environment and its challenges, culture and change are likely. So culture and change. These are the questions. What is cultural change? Explain the factors responsible for cultural change. What is outmoded culture? List 4 examples of outmoded cultures in Ghana. Explain the effect of outmoded culture. What is superstition? List 4 examples of superstition. Explain the sources of superstitious beliefs. State 4 negative effects of superstitions. What is culture? Outline 4 ways by which Ghanaians express their culture. So these are also questions under culture. Then let's look at population. So the questions on the population are: what is meant by the term population? What are the factors responsible for high population growth? Explain the effect of high population growth. So they can also ask a question like, what is meant by rapid population growth? Then these rare band drift were set in the private Bece, but they can still repeat some aspect of them. So these are the questions: what is rare band drift or migration? Outline the causes of rare band drift or migration. What are the effects of rare band migration on the city, the village? In what ways can rare band migration be controlled? So we can also check the questions under the other topics like significant features of the earth using the social studies predictions. Good. So now let's look at how to answer questions. So the first command of asking question you look at is what is. Describe, explain, and it's a term. So if you are given a term to describe, to explain, these are the steps. First, we give the definition for the term. We explain the definition given. We state the types if there are types. Then we give examples. We can get examples. And most of these questions comes with 4 marks. What is, when it is a term, 4 marks. So let's look at an example. What are resources? So resources are materials available to man which aid in the process of production. So this is the definition. Then we are now explaining the definition. This means that resources are materials provided by nature or man which help us to create goods and service for the benefit of mankind. This is further explanation. The 2 forms of resources are natural resources and human. These are the types that we will give. Examples of natural resources are land and water. Also, examples of human resources are farmers and accountants. We can further explain the forms of natural resource and human resource, and we can add them. So after doing all this, that we will get the 4 marks. So students should be made to explain themselves when they ask them what is. Another set of questions is definition. So define the term. Define the term. If it is a term, usually it's 2 marks. Example is the define colonization. Here you just define and give example if any. So colonization is the process of taking the administration of a country by another country. Example, British colonized Ghana. So this is 2 marks. You don't need to explain, just move to the definition and example and you are done. Even if you explain, you still get a 2 marks. They won't award any marks to you. Good. Then we have another command which is state, mention, suggest, even, outline, and the maximum is 8 marks. So this kind of questions command is sentences answers. So we write our answers in sentences, complete sentences. So let's look at illustrative example. State 4 ways of becoming a citizen of Ghana. So this is a sentence. If you write them by listing them, you get half or 1. Like you write them by birth, by this. No. So look at the example. A person can become a citizen of Ghana through birth. A person can become a citizen of Ghana through registration or naturalization. One can become a citizen of Ghana through adoption. An individual can become a citizen of Ghana through descent or ancestry. So these are the right way to write questions which comes with command state, mention, suggest, or outline. But the marks are 8 marks. We have 8 marks to it. So but when it is list, come to list, that is when you just give answers. But if it is not list, you have to state them in sentence. That will help to get all the marks. The next one is differences. You asked to differentiate between terms, and usually it comes with 4 marks, maximum 4 marks. So with differences, you use the definition and explanation of both terms to differentiate. Then you use contrast such as whereas, was, but to differentiate the two. Here, don't make tables. So yesterday, don't make tables. So if you make tables, it will not attract any marks for you. Don't make tables like science. Write the definition, explain, and use contrast. Let's take example. Differentiate between natural resources and human resources. So it's 4 marks. So we start. Natural resources are materials provided by nature which help in the process of production. This means that natural resources are not provided by man. In contrast, human resources are the active manpower of the population of a country. This means that they are both skilled and unskilled labor of the country. So this, you see the word contrast. In contrast, you can use the definition and different, because but if they say state the difference, we just state the definition and use contrast. Without contrast, they will not mark. Good. Then the last one you look at is this command: describe, outline, explain, suggest. But it goes with 12 to 20 marks. This is a essay question. So when we are writing this, we need to state our point in a sentence. But before that, we can write introduction. But when we write introduction, it's a plus because we have all the points in introduction. In case students are not able to finish, they can still get a point and award them some marks. But introduction wastes time. So mostly you write 1 sentence introduction. For instance, the importance of festivals are this, then you just start. But these are the process. You state your point or answer in the topic sentence, a full sentence. You write your supporting sentence. Then you write your supporting details. Then give examples or instances. Then give results and effect. You conclude your paragraph by writing concluding sentence. So next time we'll look at details on this. Our next meeting will communicate and look at details of this, and we'll look at other sessions such as government politics and stability, prediction and questions. Then look at social and economic development so that we'll be set. So thank you. If you need more, subscribe to our channel. Then let's help our student achieve the best. out of what they are learning. So thank you very much.